What's up, YouTube? It's Austin. It is June 27th today, June 27th, 2015, and I am 33 weeks on T, so next week I will be 8 months, I think. I can't be 9, so it must be 8. 8 months on T. I actually wasn't even going to make a video this week because I felt like or this weekend rather, because I felt like I don't have anything to update in terms of transition things. The only thing that's going on is that I have a minefield of acne on my chin. I wasn't even going to make a video, but then I was like, things are happening in the world, I should make a video. So yes, one, acne. And my positive way of thinking about acne right now is that I don't see a whole lot of changes going on in my body right now because of T, except for the acne. And so the acne is like a nice reminder to me that even though I can't see things happening, things are still happening. So I'm thinking about it in a more positive way, even though acne is a pain in the neck. Or face. Whatever. Yes, so that's the only transition thing I have to update you on. Not even an exciting thing, sorry. But in terms of what's going on in the world, the Supreme Court yesterday ruled that not allowing same-sex couples to get married is unconstitutional. Surprise! So that's, it's amazing, and it's funny because when people were first getting excited, like, oh, we're going to hear a verdict from the Supreme Court pretty soon, I was kind of like, well, cool. I honestly was not that pumped about it because it feels like at this point there are so many issues that are so, I don't want to say more important, but that are, they feel like they're what's the word? They're just really, they're pressing issues, you know, and we saw that in the moment when Janicet Gutierrez spoke out at the president's speech a couple days ago when that happened, and there was kind of this weird backlash within the LGBT community where some people were like, you know, good for her for speaking up, using her chance to, I mean, what she did, the end result of what she did, whether or not you agree with how she did it, is she brought attention to undocumented immigrants, undocumented trans folks who are being treated just unconscionably. And so that was great that it brought a light to those issues because a lot of people hadn't heard about them. A lot of people didn't know. So regardless of how we got there, the fact that that light was shone on that issue was amazing and really good. But you also had the backlash of people who said, you know, she shouldn't have done that, it was super rude, you can't just interrupt the president. And to be honest, that was my first reaction when I saw the video too, before I knew what was going on and before I knew what she was talking about. I was kind of like, whoa, like, you've been invited to the White House, you can't just interrupt the president. But, I mean, it was an act of civil disobedience, and it was an act done for a really good reason. So, anyways, there's a lot going on with just within the LGBT community, in the world, in the U.S. So, anyway, the end result of my where I came to with thinking about the Supreme Court decision is that at first I wasn't that excited about it, and then I realized that this is a victory mostly for the people that have gone before my generation. Like, it's important for us too, for what the future holds, but mostly it's a huge signifier of a victory won for the people that lived through the AIDS crisis in the 80s and the people that weren't allowed to see their partners in the hospital because they weren't married, and the people that couldn't get covered under their partner's health insurance because they weren't married, and like all of these other issues. The custody of kids is like a huge thing for LGBT couples. It's a huge issue. And so all of this is sort of just like instantaneously fixed when same-sex couples are allowed to marry and act like everybody else. I mean, like, it's not that hard. So really, it's like, even though I think, even though to me it didn't mean as much as, say, a ruling that would say that in no state in the whole 50 United States can you be fired for your sexual orientation or gender identity, that would be something that I would be like, woo, landmark victory. But, I mean, this is a landmark. It's just of a different kind, and I think it's really important for the folks that have gone before us. So we need to respect that and enjoy it and take the moment to celebrate. But then also continue to keep moving forward with issues for undocumented folks and issues for trans folks, issues of gender identity discrimination and racial discrimination and the intersectionality of our identities. And there's just so much more to do. The incarceration of trans people, LGBT people, people of color, like, there's so much more to do. And if we stop now and go, yep, cool, we did it, we're done, that would be a real shame. And so I hope that the people who pushed as hard for marriage equality as they did are going to continue to push for the other people within the LGBT spectrum and other people that are outside of their particular little, like, sort of your tiny family of people that are like you, and move into the larger family of people who just are human. So anyways, this is all probably preaching to the choir, but I just thought I'd put my thoughts out there for the awesome things that are going on right now. The Trans and Christian videos have actually been in a lot of different places online recently, which is really cool. So I'll put links to all the articles that they've been in, that I've been in. I just got quoted in an article in Vice magazine online, so that was really cool. I'll put that down in the links below as well. And then, as always, there's the old top surgery fundraiser still happening, still going strong. So if you want to help out with a surgery that is necessary and yet not covered by health insurance, another thing we could be working on, hit the link below for the GoFundMe. And I hope you all are doing really well, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And we will see you back here on Wednesday for Trans and Christian, and then next weekend for my 8 months on T video. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Love you guys, and we will see you later. Peace.